bunch of DDR songs.
Was that at Laura's house or my house?
That was at your house.
Oh. I remember watching, that one anime, but...
Yeah, it was while we were chatting with my friend from California.
I'm in California.
Oh, I remember the guy in
Look, you're not building
California.
a Gundam.
Yeah, Christian.
I don't even remember. Do what?
And, then the one that you liked, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. But yeah, that night we were watching a whole bunch of random AMVs while we were waiting for him to respond.
That sounds about right.
That was one of them. Asshole, man. Those were like our go-to. I think we even played like the Madonna Grave of the Fireflies one, which made everybody cry.
Ah.
I'm in now.
Cry, Heather, sure. Okay. And I think I am actually ready also.
Just a state of warning, I may ask to have people repeat things if I'm not totally paying attention. I am trying to get a little bit of reading done for my test that I'm supposed to take that's due by tonight. So,
Okay.
but I am here.
My goodness,
I believe
multitasker.
you.
I'm getting used to
I
school
would
life,
do that
okay?
on your Friday night game. And
No, and school life is a bitch. So yeah, do what you got to do. I give you a lot of credit for doing what you are doing.
Thank you.
so are we
I'm
gonna
also-
go see Santa now?
What?
I'm also excited to share that I have applied to become a teacher at the massage school that I graduated from.
Nice.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yep, I should know if I get it by the end of the month.
That'd be awesome.
Nice. Are you gonna be that cool teacher that takes in like comic books to teach them stuff?
Wait. Do it.
If I can figure out a way to legitimately kind of incorporate it, I would.
Think about how they over exaggerate the muscles. Seriously, you can do this in a lot of comics.
I could definitely think of something.
Okay, so what are you going to be?
You teach a lot of things, so it depends. Because it's 8 months of teaching a lot of different things that are incorporated in massage. So
I'm drinking my hot chocolate too fast. I'm sad.
It's just going away too fast. Is that what's the issue?
What?
Okay.
Is the issue you're drinking it too fast, so it's like it's going away too quickly?
All of the above? Yes?
Oh, I'm sorry. You could just make another cup.
I could. We have like a whole box of like hot chocolate.
But then you feel so guilty, right? You're just like, make
No.
another cup, and then you gotta get up for it, and...
Oh, well, yeah, then I feel guilty about that, but I don't feel guilty about drinking all the hot chocolate in the house. No, never.
How dare you?
You're such a brave woman.
Am I at full health? Did we do anything last game to like take my health away?
Did you poke yourself while you were working on your bear? Oh no.
We didn't do anything but talk last time.
Okay. So I am at full health.
Okay. So, does somebody want to give a recap of what we actually talked about last time and what happened in chat, if anyone cares?
Jesus Christ, I rolled in that one.
Hey, at least it was the first one.
Well, I know Minx was trying to get tickets to go to a party.
Yeah. We tried very hard.
So we kind of recapped what most people did over the course of the week that we were getting situated in Fortuna. Like, Ori relayed information that he learned about Mysticorps.
Yes.
Minx relayed information about her trip to deliver that painting. And potential of there might be more paintings hidden on another continent.
And
Plus.
I said, and then we talked with Jack about the new mission,
Yes, we did.
but kind of not really, apparently.
He had a lot of nothing to share, pretty much.
Exactly, right? I don't think Outmare needs to be as fussy as he is. He didn't have anything to share.
Outmare just likes being grouchy.
He grouchy.
He finds reasons. But a recap of what Jack had shared, he said multiple people are missing over the last month. Older people initially, and then they're gradually becoming younger. So, like, a 60-year-old disappears, and then, like, a 50-year-old, and then, like, a 45-year-old, like, kind of like that. It's become more frequently within the past week. The place is called Red Glen. It's northeast of Fortuna.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on the map. It's supposedly protected.
Yeah.
Regular police are not involved, and our contact is Shanta Patil. She's the mayor of the town.
Oh, wow, you found out the
How
mayor's
old is
name?
she?
Will gave it to us.
Yeah, I knew Santa's name too.
Santa.
I'm sorry.
What's with the Santa thing? I'm missing something here.
Santa. Santa.
Santa.
Santa?
It's not Santa.
It's Santa with, okay. Santa is Santa with an H.
Okay,
Holy
maybe
Santa.
they are getting in the house. Give me a second, I'll be back.
You found another one?
That. Okay, let me try the other one.
I don't know where they were.
In my closet. Dusty, get out of the closet.
As a reference to maybe help me remember, even though I did make a note of it, en route going to Red Glen, we did drive past a really big flea market. In case we want to visit that on the way back home. If we survive.
I think we'll be fine. I mean, do we get paid if we do whatever the mission is? Because it's too deadly?
Yeah, we get a bonus of pay pretty much. Will outlined how he's paying us. Did he not explain that to everybody then? Because I have information on it.
No, I do not know how that works. I don't know how the pay works. All Minx knows is she gets money and it goes into a bank.
Well, I think
Because
Minx is a little different because she's contracted, right?
Yep.
So I'm not sure how you get paid, but I know how Marsh and the others get paid.
To
Money
be
gets
fair,
sent.
he's probably tried explaining.
That's all I know.
He's probably tried explaining it to me. I've just been really, when it's not game night, I can't really focus on game. Do stupid shit like being an adult. I hate it.
Adulting's crap. Totally.
It is.
Do y'all want a
So,
quick?
did I finish the bear?
Hmm.
I said, did I finish the bear as we pulled into town?
Um, it's looking like with where you said that you finished it about 2 or 3 hours into the trip. It was a 4-hour trip.
Okay.
But did you guys want a quick overview of like daily pay?
You can send that to me after games. That way it doesn't get in the way of actual game.
Okay. Alright, so if I remember correctly, because I don't think I noted this anywhere, the last thing that happened was Almera was parking the vehicle, and he said he was going to go figure out where we were staying for the night so that we could talk with people in the morning.
That's correct.
Okay. When he came back to the truck, or to the APC, he said that there is a inn that they have for visitors, like right beside where they parked the vehicle. And he said we could either stay there, or the mayor has offered for us to stay in our personal, like, mayoral house. Either way, it's free of charge because we're doing a service for the villages, so.
Binks raises her hand.
Almera looks like you're allowed to talk.
Question. If this place is, like, protected and not on any map and supposed to be secret, why is there an inn?
Because they're still gonna have villagers, right?
They're still gonna have, like, people come from like, government officials and stuff, just to see if anything needs to be done. So they need somewhere to stay.
Got it. Okay.
But it's up to y'all where we stay. I don't care either way.
Binks will grab her bag from crazy looking halo thingy about her and start heading towards.
Let's just do the house, because it'd be easier for them in the long run.
Okay.
I was gonna head down here. You don't know how many bedrooms.
No, we don't, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to keep everyone together, too.
Yeah, I think we should keep everyone.
Besides, can't you just, like, sleep on the couch or something, Minx? You're, like, what, 2 feet tall?
I'm 3 foot, I think. I can
You're-
punch you in the shins, you know.
You're 3'7". I had to double check. I was like, 2 foot was the first one that came to mind.
I can punch you in the shins. If you stick a dude in front of me, I can headbutt him. Right in
Please
the
don't.
neck.
I'm good. Please don't.
So everyone wants to stay together. So which one is it? Inn or hotel? Or mayor's house?
I vote mayor's house. What's everybody else say? Like, I'm rather impartial. I'm just making a decision because I see this being wishy-washy.
I guess mayor's house.
Yeah, I guess it's the mayor's house because it's 2 out of 3 people voted for it.
You don't want to be the asshole that votes the other way.
It's not used to like camping with people. It's gonna be exciting.
So to the mayor's house we go.
Mayor waits for everybody to get together and get their stuff settled and leads them a little ways off from the parking area towards a single-story building. Uh, they walk past a few buildings to get to it, and when they finally do get to it, it's a decently lit white building that has lights on the inside, shining out.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks up and knocks on the door again, and a couple moments pass before you hear footsteps from the other side, and then the door opens. Before you, you see a younger looking woman dressed in a sari, like the Indian garb, the sari.
Yeah.
Her hair is pulled up into a very tight top bun. It's black hair pulled up in a top bun. Looking at her, she has somewhat tan looking skin. It's a tan to a light brown skin. And just taking in her features, it's kind of hard to place where exactly she's from. She's human. And I'm having difficulties describing her, sorry. I gotta get into it.
Don't be overly critical. You're doing fine.
I gotta get my brain in it. It's I'm just off right now. Sorry. And looking at her, she just has this appeal and somewhat glow about her. Like she just
Looks healthier.
like a extremely friendly and open person.
Gotcha.
As the light cascades on all of you, she looks out and she's like, "Oh, so you decided to come here? Well, don't let me get in your way. Come on in." She steps out of the way and motions everybody in. Mayor leads the way in.
Man, it's very dark and tough.
Once everyone's in, she closes the door behind and says, "I'm glad to see that Aramaki sent people out to look into this issue for me.
Mm-hmm.
We have room for you all to stay and just pick a bed, and you're more than welcome to it. We can talk business in the morning."
Doink.
The smallest person took the biggest bed.
Gosh darn it. See nothing.
It was the first bed that
It's really hard to see. Well,
Sorry. Is it extremely hard to see?
in my opinion,
Yes.
Okay.
That one has 2 pillows.
it does.
Yeah, it's perfect for Minx and her little ass.
Does
don't know how that's gonna
everybody
work.
have a bed?
I can see you!
Well, how that works is you just made the entire map seeable.
Oh well. Okay.
Oh, don't play.
Oh well.
No, I'm not hiding anything. Not yet. That's what GM layers for.
It's true.
Yeah.
I could just do that.
And suddenly it's a whole story.
Yeah, that didn't work out how you wanted, Will.
No, it's gonna work how I want.
Oh, you're doing Fire War?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. That makes sense.
So what time of day is it again? Or did you say it all?
Let's
Wait, one of us is gonna have to like double up on bed.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a problem.
It's probably like
No.
5 o'clock, I would think, because we left at like 11. It's a 5-hour drive. So,
Really,
Assuming we-
Lori?
Yeah, Sarah, come on. I'm sure we can both fit in the same bed.
see.
You wish.
the sassiness, I love it.
I mean, now the mayor has like a little bed to sleep on, and now homeboy, I can't remember his name, doesn't have anything to sleep on.
Homeboy doesn't have any one.
Who's homeboy now?
I can't think of his name. This dude.
Amer?
Almair.
Yeah. Almair has nothing to sleep on.
Well, if Almer doesn't mind, he can share a bed with me.
Y'all are working on the assumption that the mayor's actually sleeping here.
I mean, I do have the.
This is true.
Yeah, the mayor could go somewhere else. Who knows?
It's the mayoral house, not her house.
I will ask Marsh though. Which bed Marsh wants?
Wait, what?
I guess he'd just shrug. He'd pick this one just because it's close.
Okay.
Is this a fireplace?
Yes.
Let's see. Is it like cold, warm? What's the weather like?
The fireplace is lit. Because it is like the dead of winter right now.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
No snow on the ground here, though.
Ooh, I'll run over here.
But it's still the den of dead.
What's over here? Is this like a kitchen?
Mm-hmm. A little kitchenette.
Ooh. Ooh. Doink. Doink. I'll start cooking.
She sees you running around looking at things, and then sees you like starting to get like pots and pans and things. She's like, "Oh no! Wait, just don't worry about it. I'll have things prepared, and I'll bring them over myself. It's no issue. You have to cook for yourself."
Oh, okay.
But she comes over here, pardons him out of the way, and says, "Is anything that you would need right away before I walk away and make a few more preparations?"
I can't. And you guys?
Nothing really comes to mind.
Yeah.
The most would be like, okay, it's so where can we find her, I guess? Or
Yeah, or like
in the morning?
are there
Or in
books?
reference...
Can we roast marshmallows? Did anybody bring marshmallows? I'm sorry.
Or like reference to food or something. It was just that, of, like how to get comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop over to the inn and get a couple things and bring them over. And I hear the little man over here wanting marshmallows. I'll make sure you get those.
Oh.
Uh,
You can roast marshmallows with us.
I'll be around.
It's adorable.
I don't want to take all the marshmallows.
Don't
I
forget
can
the
stop
chocolate
thinking
and
my
the graham
cheese now.
crackers.
You might get a marshmallow, like... Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. A treat of Ori stuffing his, like, cheek pouches with marshmallows.
Just the big
I
cheeks.
will
I
eat
can see
all
it.
of
It's
you
so
with Fluffy
cute.
Bunny. You remember that freaking, like, YouTube thing where everybody was like, Fluffy Bunny, and shoving marshmallows in their mouth?
Was it? I thought it was Fuzzy Bunny. It's Fluffy.
I don't even remember. I thought it was Fluffy Bunny or something, or Fuzzy Bunny or something. I don't...
I remember doing that, but it wasn't like stuffing anything in your face. You like make a face and you try to say like Fuzzy Bunny, and like somebody like
Yeah, they did it with marshmallows too.
Oh jeez.
Where you just shove marshmallows in your mouth and see if you can say it.
I guess
And
I
then
missed that.
it just ends up being a horrible gooey mess.
a wonderful gooey mess.
No, horrible gooey mess.
No. The marshmallows are delicious, even if they're sticky
Yeah,
and they
but
get
you
everywhere.
get like slobber all over your face and marshmallow parts. You know? Because marshmallows apparently have parts now.
Anyway.
Hush!
She says, as for getting in touch with me, I gave Almer my number. If y'all need anything in the night, but I'll be stopping over fairly early tomorrow, somewhere around 8. Just to give y'all the heads up of what's going on and figure out what y'all know. See what y'all can figure out. But if y'all don't need anything, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the inn and get some food for y'all.
Alright, much appreciated.
Very much.
Other than getting food and just getting comforted for the night, do y'all want to do anything this night or skip to the morning?
Bonding time!
How big is the town? Like, I walking to the house here. Like, did we see anything? Like, do they have a bar? Is it just a bunch of like houses? Do they have like a market?
Also, I hate to ask the same question that I've heard earlier. What time is it?
It's about 6:30 or so.
Okay.
6:30 in the winter. That's basically dead
Shouldn't
of
we
night.
take?
Go ahead, Cheryl.
Shouldn't we like take turns doing a patrol of the town? Stealthily, see if we can notice anybody coming or going that's suspicious.
I mean, I'm not arguing that if y'all want to try that during the night. But to answer Jess's question about earlier, what they possibly had seen, you see as you're walking over, one of the buildings when you first saw it was the inn, and two more that you walk past on the way to the mayor's house look to be merchants of some sort. But they looked like they were getting ready to shut up shop and like head away for the night.
Mm-hmm.
The tavern itself, like, it might have been in full swing, but it's not very many people in there, the tavern inn, because it's like, I don't know, it's just getting later in the evening. Most people are just trying to get back to their houses.
Gotcha. Are there like bars on a lot of the windows, you think? Or like really heavy, like, I don't know, ways to lock up houses at night?
Give me a perception check to see what you noticed.
Okay.
May I do the same?
Sure. Looking around the area, both Marsh and Ori see that the buildings that are right here in the beginning of the town, the mayor's office, uh, the tavern, and the two like merchant buildings, there don't appear to be any bars on the windows. They just look like regular glass pane windows.
Alright.
Did we see many people walking into town? Does it seem like how big is the town? I don't have a grasp of this.
It's kind of hard to see. Like, you see lights in the like darkness of the distance because it's starting to get fairly dark. You see the lights of windows or lights through windows in buildings in the distance, but it's kind of hard to get a grasp of how big the town is just off of the short walk in.
I'm sorry. I will be right back. Gonna lay the baby down.
Okay.
But about 20 minutes later, Shanta comes back with what looks to be 2 roast chickens and a couple different sides.
Good thing we don't have Ark with us.
Who's Ark?
Huh?
Who's Ark?
Exactly.
But she sets them down in the little kitchenette area.
Mhm.
And she's like, alright, I brought food, drinks over in the cupboards over there in the fridge. And I have these for you. And she walks over to Ori and hands him like a package of marshmallows. Big puff.
Ori's ears perk up and he says thank you.
It's no problem. I'll hang out for a little bit just to make sure you guys get settled in. Any minor questions y'all want to like get started on thinking about?
Okay, I'm back.
Yes, I have some questions for you.
Oh god.
What was
God.
the age of the last person who disappeared?
I didn't hear that. What?
What was the age of the last person that disappeared?
Oh.
Yep.
They were, this is like out of character. They were all, older? But, yeah. I don't know.
The age of the
I'm
last
asking-
person that disappeared was 122. She
22?
sees Ori like stutter and stammer a little bit. It's like, we have varying citizens in our village.
Ori kind of nods its head.
And what was their race?
Give me 1 second. I gotta remember whose age range it is. Him. That was a halfling. It's a halfling male.
What?
A halfling male?
Okay.
Halfling male?
Yes.
It was a boy.
Equivalent to human ears. I'll work that. Do you have a librarian?
What exactly do you mean by library? Like, are you talking about an extensive archive or just a library?
An extensive art, someplace where you store like your town history, stories from town, stuff like.
Nothing like that, no. We just have a... I guess you would say a small library, which is entertainment books.
So you don't keep records of like any town events, anything that happens to the town.
Not in such easily attainable means, no.
Why is that?
Just the nature of the village itself. Don't want
Just a...
things leaking
Huh?
out.
I didn't catch that well.
Don't want sensitive things leaking out.
So you don't even
And
record,
stuff
like,
this happens.
Great Wars or, like, just even town parties or anything? I don't know.
Nothing like that, no.
Has anything like this happened before?
No. Not that anyone has a memory of, no.
See, this is why you need to keep track of these things. Because if this happened before, we've been able to find it out.
We're not exactly an old village, you see.
When were you established?
About 100 years ago. It's fairly young.
Yeah, that is very young.
Yeah. How long have you been a mayor for? Out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking.
It's no issue asking. I've been a mayor for... she thinks about it for a moment. 6 years now?
How many?
6.
Okay.
People just seem to like me. They keep re-electing me.
Hmm.
Who was mayor before
Oh.
you?
It was a fellow named...
Are we just asking her questions like about the case now, or like
Just
I
general
missed part?
town questions.
I just okay. I missed some of the conversation. So
It was an elf fellow named Fiven.
What?
Okay.
Has he disappeared?
That is a good question.
Has Fiven disappeared?
No, he hasn't. No, he's still well. He's still in the town.
oh, can you give us any more information on the people who have disappeared? How many have disappeared? Anything about them? Was there anything suspicious in the manner that they disappeared? Anything? We don't know anything really in regards to that.
Aramaki didn't tell you anything? It's very unlike him. Okay. We have about 12 people missing right now. 2 of those actually are advisors to me. Like personal advisors to me of the different sections of the city. So, or village. It's kind of divided up. It's a little interesting. But yeah, we have 12 people missing. varying ages, but more of our senior members of the village. We haven't been able to figure out any connection other than they live in the village. We've
When did they go missing? Is it like during the day or do they disappear at night?
Shanta's not all put off by all these like this bombardment of questions, is she?
no.
Okay, because she started like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow, and everybody's like, telling me now.
I mean, she did open up the floor, said if there was anything y'all wanted to think on tonight.
Oh, okay. What was that?
I have no idea.
That was creepy.
That was my soul escaping my body.
I didn't
Oh my. You should keep better track of those things.
I traded it away years ago for a cookie.
Just a cookie? Was it a good cookie?
It was the cookie.
The people that are disappearing they don't really have a set time. It's just you'll see them around town filling errands, and then a couple hours later they're not in town anymore. Not many people leave because we have most of the things we need within the city limits, but
Do they disappear? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
some people do like wander out to the woods and just gather a couple like small items that they might need for personal use, but other than that, nothing.
Do they disappear at certain times of the day?
Not that we've been able to put together. Like I said, we see them at certain times of the day, and usually some people have a set schedule, and then a couple hours later, just they're not here anymore.
Do
You
these
realize-
people have... Sorry, go ahead!
It's okay. We got like a bunch of people here asking questions. The reason, they're is there any like clues as to like where they may have been, or are they just gone? Like you don't find anything of like laying in the woods. You don't find footprints that are suspicious, anything like that in the area. Oh.
May I have a list of names, ages, and addresses for the people who've disappeared tomorrow, please?
Out of character, do you actually need it, or do you just want it?
She's looking for
Well,
connections, I
was gonna use
think.
it- Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work on something for you. In terms of like seeing what happened to the people, we've put together little like search parties, and we've had some of our and she pauses for a second, our more experienced trackers put on that case, but they just couldn't find anything like that seemed to like fit with what happened.
How are they tracking?
We have a few, for lack of a better term, bloodhounds that are fairly good at tracking things, but they just couldn't stay on the trail.
Can I do an insight on her for that?
You may.
I believe she's telling me something about lycanthropy, or actually saying that they have bloodhounds.
You feel that she's mostly telling the truth, but she's altering the truth slightly.
Hmm. So are they actually like bloodhound like dogs? Like
Well, they're a cousin of dogs.
you mean like werewolves? Are you telling me there are werewolves here? Lycanthropy? Lycanthrope? Lick. I literally say that.
Ori.
I
Lycanthrope?
literally say that.
Lycanthropes?
Lycanthrope.
Well, lick tongues. I did not say lick tongues. I don't want to.
I'm assuming this conversation is happening in the kitchen area with everyone eating and her just
Yeah.
casually chilling.
But we're all like, yeah, do you want us
So,
all to crowd in there, seriously?
With the map scale is weird. I need to fix it. But with everybody sitting there eating, like Almair like chokes on like a piece of chicken as soon as Ori says that. And,
Mark probably does too, just saying. He's just like, oh shit.
and she pauses and she looks at Ori and she looks at him for a couple seconds. And then she says, "Are you sure that Aramaki didn't tell you anything?"
He was busy at the moment.
Huh. Okay. Well, to be blunt, yes. There are werewolves present in this village.
That's so cool.
Thanks for her drink.
Who's sitting beside?
What?
I want to know. Who would
It's
be
probably Almer.
Oh, okay, then I would whisper to Almer. That's so cool.
Among other lycanthropes, as you say. And some might be closer than you think.
I'm gonna give Almer a look.
Almair,
So crabby.
Almair pauses and swallows his food. It says, what exactly are you saying when you say that some are closer than we think?
Referring to the mayor, cop. I'm not saying this, totally thinking it.
And
Ah.
I gotta see if she'll do it. I don't know. She holds up a finger, like halfway through his question, and God, I'm afraid what that roll is for.
Yeah, it's nothing in relation to you.
So, she puts a finger up and pauses Almair in the middle of a sentence and says, and before you ask, it'll be easier to show than to tell. And she stands from the table, backs up a little ways, and in a short, impromptu bit of showmanship, she starts dancing. And as she's dancing, you see that what looks to be like a faint orange tint is happening to her. Like she's growing orange. And as she dances, and it's a very short, fairly quick dance, you see that fur is starting to appear on her. And as the fur lengthens, you see that there are faint black markings all over her body. And when she finishes dancing, before you is standing a hybrid tiger.
A hybrid what?
Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh.
And
Minx jumps at her. Not aggressively, just like, oh my god, you're so awesome! And gives her a giant hug.
somewhat
Enjoying your
surprised by Minx like jumping up and hugging her. She like reaches down and is like, "Thank you," and like kind of pats her on the back head. She and as you're seeing this, hybrid tiger standing before you, it looks like as she was dancing, her outfit was shifting with her. It was lengthening in certain places, shortening in others. It seemed to make room for her tail, like, as it was growing. Like, it just looked like her outfit was, like, shifting with her. And when she finished, it looked just as well put together as it had when she first answered the door. She turns and looks at Almere and says, like I said, closer than you think.
So, of the 12 people that are missing, are any of them lycanthropes?
Each one.
Okay. So I take it not everybody in the village is a lycanthrope then.
We have a few people that aren't, but close to 98% of the populace is lycanthrope of varying type. We have a few people that have came in with spouses that are not and choose not to be.
I cast detect magic.
Doesn't that involve, like, mumbling something?
Yeah. It's visual and somatic.
Verbal.
Yeah.
Verbal, sorry.
So you're just flat casting it? Or are you...
I'm just flat casting detect. I'm not trying to be sneaky about it or anything. I don't see anything. Casting detect magic.
Thank you, double click.
Huh. They're even like practically the same. That's kind of hilarious.
Fuck, they are.
Hi.
She glances over at Minx and just has an idea of what's going on and just kind of brushes it off and looks at the rest of the table and sits back down.
Minx is studying her fucking.
Minx is studying her...
Minx is studying.
You broke out again, honey.
Minx wants to know all about her clothes.
Clothes?
I'm like, yeah, the clothes.
You can definitely tell that they are magical. Um, that would probably be under the illusion school. Actually, what is that? I'm thinking about it. 'Cause that probably will be put on it. Actually, it's transmutation. You see that
Eh?
there's transmutation magic on her clothing.
Okay. Could you
So
clarify
they're
something about?
enchanted with transmutation.
I'm sorry, what?
Go, Cheryl.
So they're enchanted with a transmutation spell.
Of some sort, yes. Detect magic does not tell you what it is, just what school it is.
Okay. The question I had was about Red Glen. Could you describe like how they got there? Is it like in the middle of a bunch of woods? Is it like a dirt trail that leads there? How close is the nearest town, etc., etc.?
Um, before I answer that, Ori, did you share anything from what you found?
Uh, not yet. No.
So not technically. There would have been time probably while driving, but
Yeah.
eh.
Um, I'll say it this way then. Um, the way into the village, the well, further back than that, the last time you saw quote civilization before you got to the village itself was something in the area of 2 hours, 2.5 hours back when you saw that strip mall.
Oh.
Um, after that, it was a decent stretch of plains area, and then a rather large and somewhat thick, like forest.
It is good.
Leading in, and it was somewhat hard, like for you, both you and Almer to spot it, is a trail that is big enough for the APC to go down, but is also well hidden at the mouth of it. You had to basically know it was there to find it right away.
Okay. My goodness, that's a lot of nothing.
So
But not. Oh,
does
right.
everyone in the village does everyone in the village have the same type of clothes that you do? As in they like shift and morph with them?
She glances down at her outfit. No, they don't. Um, mine are not exactly cheap. Very nice, but not cheap. She says with a weak chuckle.
So,
So we can't track them with.
are like people that are missing the same type of like, do they all turn into tigers? Do they all turn into wolves?
I would like to say that it was a mixed bag, but it it started out as one or two from the were rat section, and then it was a few from the boar section, and there was a fair like one or two from the wolves, but the few bears we actually do have in the village, nothing was happening to them, and people were suspecting that one of my advisors might have had something to do with it. But I trust that man with my life, and I couldn't see him doing anything like that.
So there's a pattern of the disappearances then?
It's heavy on the rats and the boars. It could just be where they're located, or it could be a pattern. We're not sure.
Are they located more on the outskirts of the town?
They are, yes.
Are there any internal conflicts between different were people, like races of were people?
As a whole, no.
Did somebody steal somebody else's sweet roll or something?
that just calls for war right there.
Rocks fall in the
would.
house, yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah. Dishonor on your family. Stole my sweet roll.
In the city, there's no real animosity. We try to appease. She tries to think of a word for it, and appease just happens to fit. Yeah, so we try to appease. We try to appease people before violence can break out. Because if violence breaks out here, then what hope do we have of reintegrating? But
Understood. Okay. Considering there have been 12 disappearances so far, what have you guys done to try to protect your villagers other than contacting Section 9?
we've just been, I guess, keeping vigilant on just keeping an eye on each other, trying to make sure that people know where people are and are accounted for properly.
Okay. So there's been no spells, there haven't been anybody keeping watch, anything like that.
We have a minor watch set up, but nothing serious because most of the people can handle their own in town.
Question on a different trail. How do you other lichens to like have them come to your village?
I just need to make sure I heard you correctly. You said, how do we contact them, or how do they just come to the village?
Yeah, how do you contact them to lead them to your village? I'm assuming this is a safe haven for lichen.
We have people who know of the haven who live out in the regular world. I say regular world like we're not part of it. We have people who live out in the more public eye, and those who are advocating for much fairer treatment, that they can get in contact with us, and if they see someone that has presented as a new lichen, then they approach them and say, would they like an opportunity to be amongst others of their own kind, and then the choice is completely up to them. If they want to follow through with that path, we bring them in personally. But
So there's no. Go on. So there's no way that you, like, a hate group could have found out about your village and is attacking people.
as far as we can put together, no.
Sorry. I have a question.
She looks over at Ori. Yeah.
Does anyone ever leave the village, like, permanently?
If you so choose, we're not holding people here against their will.
Has anybody left that seems to be, like, extra angry? Salty? Someone stole their sweet roll?
Give me 1 second before I answer that.
Alright.
Okay. That aspect gets a little tricky, actually. If you are leaving the village permanently, or you think it could possibly be permanently, we do take means of ensuring that you don't exactly remember where the village is. You remember aspects of it, but you can't remember the exact location of it. It's completely voluntary for the person, but at the same time, it's kind of not. It's an understood rule once you live in the village, and if you decide to leave, that means have to be taken to protect others here, which is why it's so odd that we're having people disappear like this.
Right. Understandable. You know, that you'd be panicked if you were disappearing. So,
Okay. The question I have, when you said you did, when your trackers were attempting to track the people that were lost, did you essentially just go by like physical means of tracking, or did you try to potentially like track through like sources of magic as well?
Excuse me. We did attempt to look through sources of magic, but we could never actually find them.
What did you use? Just out of curiosity.
Our town wizard attempted to scry them.
Okay, but like no attempts to like detect magic over the course of like physically tracking.
In that aspect, no.
Okay.
No, the town wizard is not that nimble.
I think we should like form a stakeout in the where rat area.
I'm not
See if we-
opposed to this.
Huh?
I'm not opposed to this.
Yeah. It couldn't hurt if we can't find any information to do that at some point. You know? It's just a thought.
Yeah. Oh. Goodness.
Does the village know that we're coming?
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Does the village know what?
That we're here. And what we're here for.
That we're here?
Word has gotten around, yes.
Someone's gonna eat me, right?
It looks at the tiger wear.
Exactly. What
You're
hey,
gone.
out of character when like everybody's like werewolves. I was like, oh god, I don't want to be a snack. I mean, I know Ori is a snack, but I didn't want to.
Not that kind of snack.
Exactly.
To be
As
her name
you
is
asked-
Shanta,
Huh?
not Lashima.
Huh?
I said, to be fair, Foxy, her name is Shanta, not Lashima.
I mean, Cheryl, you weren't even there for that for Lashima, so calm down. But as you say this, Ori,
Yeah.
she looks over at you,
Mhm.
and you hear a slight rumble from her. Like, it's a somewhat deep rumble from her. And she says to you with the lick of her lips, she's like, you do like a tasty little treat, though.
Just see Ori go, "Eep," and like.
No, Ori would say, sorry, but I'm taken.
Oh, I didn't mean that type of treat. And she has like the wide, like a wide tiger grin.
Or you would kind of have one of those like shocked but like smiling still somehow, like expressions. It's just like, oh god, try to remain diplomatic.
When was the last disappearance, Shanta?
She doesn't break eye contact with Ori,
I tried, Ori.
and she answers the question. The last disappearance was 2 days ago.
And there hasn't been any pattern of how everybody's been disappearing, right?
Correct.
How does Almere feel about all of this?
He's hard to read.
When isn't he?
Right?
Stone face.
He does chime up, though, and say, how would you say it? Well, okay. Yeah, he would chime up and say, somewhat shifting gears, because it's not terribly much we can actually do with this information tonight. We can use it and think on it and possibly set up a watch, yes, but it might be better to have a fresh start on this. That being said, who exactly is that handsome devil on the wall over there? Says, pointing to a portrait. And let's see, who would actually get this check? Yeah, okay. As you're looking at the walls, he's pointing to a portrait of a man in a fairly well-dressed suit. A well-put-together suit. He's an older man. Looks like he's of Asian descent. No other way to say it. Looks like he's of Asian descent. And he has white hair that there is no hair on the top, but it is, from the picture, the look of the picture, it looks like he has somewhat of a halo, like the cul-de-sac look.
Yep.
Okay.
And the hair that is there is fairly long. Marsh, looking at this picture, it seems familiar to you.
Okay.
And roll me a history just to make sure you don't beef it. Yeah, you're good. Looking at this picture, it looks like someone you've talked to fairly recently. It looks to be a picture of the director.
Really?
While saying this, though, Shanta follows where Almer's looking and says, "Oh, that's my dad. That's I knew I should have fucking had a name.
Do you need the director's name?
No, don't need the director's name.
Oh, okay.
And we'll go with Kenta. That's my dad, Kenta. Kenta Aramaki. Not the same Aramaki that you're thinking of, I'm sure. And Almer looks kind of taken aback for a second. He was like, "Oh, I thought it was... Never mind." Your father, you say? And she explains that Daisuke Aramaki is actually her uncle, and she somewhat called in a personal favor. Not really personal, but personal in the sense of it's important to both of them, and figuring out why this is going on. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, one thing Marsh does want to inquire after is, like, at least in the morning, could, they show... Were they able to attempt to track the last person that was kidnapped?
When we realized that the person was kidnapped, we couldn't even find a scent trail.
Okay. So, what was the last trail? Like, how old is it?
The last trail was... ...4 days ago?
Okay. Has it rained since then?
You would make me look and see what the weather's been.
I'm sorry! I'm really sorry. I'm trying to grasp at, like, ideas here.
And hearing what actually is going on in the background in text, she would say, "You all are welcome to explore the town, but just remember that not everyone is in complete control of their transformations. A majority of us, yes, like myself, can control it. But there are a few outliers that are..." And she pauses for a moment, stubborn.
That pertain to certain wear races?
It's not by race.
Okay. Wasn't sure if there was a certain like wear race that was proud to be, you know, and just doesn't want to change. I had a question. Dang it, but I don't remember what it was.
Has it rained recently?
Working on it.
Okay, I was making sure you didn't forget.
Oh, were there any ransom notes of any kind?
We have not been contacted by anyone. Which is why this is such an odd situation for us. We can't track them, which you would think a village full of werewolves and other types could find something like that. And she seems somewhat, like, embarrassed by that. But we cannot find them, and it's just bothering. It's very worrisome.
Maybe everybody has a cold. It is winter.
1593. 1593. It has not rained in the past 4 days.
Actually, out of curiosity, are there any like major like medical facilities or any like industrial areas nearby?
There's nothing nearby. When the first ones that found at this little village, before the government had a hand in it, started it, they purposefully looked for something in the middle of nowhere.
You don't think by chance that the government would be coming in and taking people, do you?
If they did, I don't think they would send you all to help.
Sure.
What was your question, Heather? I'm sorry.
Which one?
The very last one that you asked in...
Do you think that the government is taking people? And I also asked about industrial places, medical facilities, things like that, thinking that maybe people were being taken, being used as experiments or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. And what was Will's answer?
That there are no facilities nearby, that there's nothing nearby, and what was the other question I asked?
Would you think that the government is possibly doing
yes.
this kidnapping?
And the answer was,
I don't think that
yeah.
if y'all were doing it, y'all would send people to help.
Are these people in good health? Like, I know they're older, but are they, like, disabled in any way, or do they have health issues of any kind?
They might be slower than the rest of us, but they're still lycanthropes. Their health is pretty damn good.
Okay. Or eats a marshmallow.
Just a marshmallow? Are you making
For
sure they
now.
last?
I'm pacing myself.
It's so adorable. There's a whole bag of them.
I want to share.
Marsh would gladly give you his share.
Aww. Marsh doesn't do sweets?
He's really not a sweet person, but honestly, just to see Ori's joy, it's totally worth it. Is Elmer aware of any, like, Minx and Marsh talking over here? They're totally bickering.
And knowing Minx, she's not trying to hide it at all.
Because Marsh is trying to get Elmer to butt in, because obviously Minx isn't listening to him.
Well, I mean, I
This
don't
is
know
what
about the
she
hunting,
does.
but at night.
I know. It's fine. Like, I'm not bothered, Cheryl, but Marsh is really annoyed.
And Maine's looking at it like, this is what I do. I find things that nobody else can find. This is my specialty.
Marsh is just trying to keep you alive, and you're making it difficult. He's not sure he cares.
God damn it, Almere. Almere has been... Actually, I'll take that back. Let me see how well. He's been pretty decently following both conversations going on currently.
He's a beast.
And when you call him in and he focuses his attention on what's going on between the two of you, he says, there has to be some reason that Jack decided she was a good fit for the team. She's a grown-ass woman. She can make her own decisions.
So you mean... I don't want to say this in front of her.
Oh dear. I mean, you could pull him out and talk to him, I guess. Maybe. Could we talk in private, sort of thing?
See, the second you do that, Minx is just gonna walk out.
Oh.
What makes you think Minx isn't going to walk out anyway? She is very clearly listed out her reasonings for it and the logic behind it.
I feel like a real ass doing this, but could Marsh pull Elmer aside to like talk to him seriously because he's really upset?
I mean, it's a team. If you're trying to get him
Okay.
inside, he'll walk.
Yeah.
Almere looks at Santa. He's like, "Excuse me, I'll be back in a moment." She's like, "It's fine."
She doesn't turn her attention to me, does she?
Glints in her eyes.
Oh god.
Okay. Do you want to talk, or do you want me to type it out, or?
Does anybody else have anything that needs to be said out loud right now?
Nah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. The question Marsh has for Almere is just like, I know we're a group, but if she's going to be foolish, are we supposed? Are we as the group supposed to be responsible for her? It's like we just got here. We don't know anything about it. We've already been told that people, that not everybody is in control of these lycanthropes. And she wants to go wandering around at night on the first night that we just fucking got here.
Damn!
I will answer that, but give me a second. In response to you, Marsh,
I like this woman so much.
he says, look, I get it. She's making a brash decision to go out. But I've looked at her files. With someone of her skill set, if we really wanted to keep her in, we would have to basically chain her up.
Oh god.
Like,
Like, I'm not against her going to do adventuring, but not tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. Like, we just got here. We didn't even see the village in daylight. She's not listening to anything. She seems like as if she's going to waltz right out into the dark right now.
the thing with that is you haven't spent much time with them, but the major on the other group, that's basically what she does all the time. Everyone in the group has their strengths, and they play to those strengths and try to pick up in others' weaknesses. I can't tell you or her how to do your job, just as long as the results show.
I'm asking if we have to be responsible for her. If she goes and makes foolish decisions, does somebody have to keep her out of trouble? Because, like, what happened last time with Henry? You certainly got some flack for that one, even though he was the one being foolish.
It's a little different from my situation. In my current standing, I am mostly responsible for making sure that you all return. Not necessarily your conduct on the job. But Henry was a different situation.
Is it so much?
I tell myself that.
Good way to not answer the question.
I don't know what you'll
He
tell
didn't-
you, Marsh.
He didn't say that. That's me. Like, just like. mm. Okay. That's all he had to really say. He had his peace of mind. Goodness. You feel so fucking childish, really.
But yeah, I guess you get up and you walk back in. Almer sits for a couple seconds. And then he gets up and follows you in a couple seconds later.
Chaperone for sure. Poor guy. Oh, has it rained recently? I don't think you answered that. If you did, I totally missed it.
I did, it has not.
Has not? Okay.
I didn't hear it either.
I did say it, but I forget when I said
Yeah,
it.
it's like I was messaging back and forth with Cheryl, and I can't multitask. Emma's a beast because he can.
It was foggy one day, cloudy another,
Oh, I didn't see that. Jeez.
overcast, and cloudy.
Because you didn't eat your dinner.
Okay. Marsh definitely is interested, like, in that trail, like, possibly if they can at least see where the trail from 4 days ago is, at least they have something to work off of. Like, the following day. Uri, you're adorable. So adorable.
Or are you telling the truth?
No.
Have you been holding out on us? Snack person. I haven't seen a single snack from you.
Deception, please.
Have you asked?
No. Why would I assume you were the snack person?
Deception,
No,
please, Ori.
I'm actually lying. Well,
Deception.
deception?
Yes. But, around the time that you're, like, holding the bag up and, grinning, Almera is walking back into the room. And he glances between the two of you. And he looks at Santa for a couple minutes, like, a couple seconds. And just a little smirk appears on his face. And, okay. Marsha and Ori, give me insights.
Oh my god. What is with my insights today?
You're just intimidated, that's all. Quaking over there. Wee little mousey.
Face.
Oh, shit, that's a ritual spell? Dude.
Okay. Other than some general banter that's going on right now, is anyone other than Makes planning on anything?
No. It. Yeah. If Shanta's gonna leave, then it would be like Marcia, thank her for hospitality, then, and the food. So yeah.
Yeah, Shanta, uh, Shanta, looks around at the group, and it says, alright, it's getting fairly late. I do have some duties I have to take care of myself. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out. The house is yours, for the evening, for as long as you need it. And she stands and she shifts back to her human form. And she looks down at Ori and says, "Pay no mind to me, I'm just playing with you." Just seemed like the, one I could get the best rise out of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she chuckles at that. It's like, "Don't worry, my growl is worse than my bite." Oh, maybe. But you'll never find out. But that is it for me tonight. If you need anything, Almer has my number. He can pass it around. And I bid you good night. And with that, she begins to head out.
Good night. Fine. Is Almer nearby, Ori?
Still fairly close, yeah.
I'm gonna lean my head on him and just like sigh. So I get a "it's okay" pat or nothing, anything?
Almer leans over and says something to you.
Oh. Okay.
So, I mean, any people just gonna get ready for bed, or what are we
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
roast some marshmallows, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's probably like 7:30. Yeah, it's still pretty early.
Yeah, it probably is still early.
That's why I'm like,
But
wait a
still
minute.
early.
Big pardon?
Closer to 8, but still early.
Yeah, it's early. Goodness.
Almer, will you roast marshmallows with me?
I'll roast something, alright.
What?
Do we need to leave?
Whoa, what?
I can't do it, but fuck it, I'm doing it.
Oh man.
Almer looks over at Marsh. It's like, hey man, I know you consider yourself a fly person, but what are those?
Fuck! Oh my god! I mean, he's not wrong.
Moving on. But sure, I'll roast a couple marshmallows with you.
Sarah, can I tempt you? Will you roast marshmallows with me?
Maybe.
Oh,
Aw.
Cheryl's internet crashed.
Minx, will you roast marshmallows with us?
That
Fun
explains why
time.
she stopped typing. Yeah, we could totally go bond. You guys go roast some marshmallows. Oi.
Okay. So, marshmallow roasting, and we'll figure out what Makes is doing in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nom nom nom.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. You live.
My internet has disconnected.
Can
You
you
actually
that?
sound clearer now.
I don't know why. Probably because I'm using my cell's data instead of my internet.
That might be it. I don't know. Because before it was like robot every now and then.
But I only get 2 gigs of data, so I'm not going to keep this up for very long. Did my last message go through?
I'm not seeing it.
See if my internet's back. Hi, Dusty. My handsome kitty. Meow. Meow.
Wait, Shanta. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I did that wrong. I did it right wrong. I had the wrong name label.
That's fine.
Like I looked up,
Happened.
I was like, "Why the fuck is she rolling marshmallows? What?"
That's what the survival check was? That's hilarious.
Almair did not burn his marshmallow.
That's success. Okay. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Maybe-
Survival?
Survival.
Well, maybe Ori likes them burnt. You know?
I'm trying to find survival. Where the fuck is it? There it
Bottom
is.
right of the skills.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Woo!
Perfect.
He is
Fuck
the pro.
yeah!
You somehow got the light browning, but like the nice gooey middle,
It was just perfect.
without it ever charring, like, badly. Almair's has like a dark spot.
Is roasting marshmallow?
Nah, he's gonna pass.
Oh.
He's gonna be there chatting. He doesn't want a marshmallow.
Almair's very consistent with his marshmallows.
Yeah, he is. Shit.
Ori's
Cheryl.
browns a little
Do
bit.
things have a comment to what Marsh said or above, or no?
Yeah, she was still arguing. Basically,
she-
it boiled down to the way she was looking at it was, if we wait another day, then that's another day that,
Okay. She's just gonna be stubborn about it. That's fine.
yeah. The hell's wrong with your computer?
That marshmallow is approaching perfection. Got it a little too dark in one spot. Otherwise, fucking delicious.
You guys make me want marshmallows. Stop it. I have some in the cabinet. Like those big ones.
But Sarah will sit next to Marsh while we're doing marshmallows.
Oh my. Do I detect that Sarah likes Marsh?
I don't know. Do
Maybe,
you?
maybe she's being nice.
I don't know. Like Cry made another comment about Marsh, and it was just interesting.
Cry, if you have any hidden intent, you may whisper it to me, and I can make Ori do an insight. Almera takes said thrown marshmallow, puts it on his little stick, and starts to cook it a little bit. And then like takes it from the fire and playfully starts like poking it at Ori.
Waste spot whatnot.
Don't get it stuck in my fur!
Oh, that'd be terrible. It'd be like velvet. Oh my god.
Why do you think he's doing it?
One time, somebody put bubblegum in my fur. It sucked so bad.
Oh, where's the scissors?
Oh God.
Yeah, scissors and like what, ice? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
So
That's
glad
like
that
a
like
fault.
nobody ever put gum in my hair. Goodness.
Yeah. I never had that happen either, thankfully.
It's like people could be just kids are such jerks. That's just it.
I know, right? Man, Killer is salty tonight.
Is he? I was thinking
Yes.
about him earlier. I was like, you guys haven't said much about him. Maybe he was like sending me the vibes. Like my owners are mean.
Glaring at me.
Did you feed him at the wrong time again?
I guess I'm being loud. I don't know. He's just salty as hell. I gave him fresh, like, bedding and substrate stuff and everything.
Oh, today?
No,
Maybe-
2 days
Maybe
ago.
maybe he liked it being messy.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was moist enough for him.
You did not
Yeah,
just
he,
say
like-
moist.
Really? It's a word!
That word is off limits. You know it.
I don't know about that.
You know that word is off limits.
The water content in the soil,
There you go.
the humidity in his tank must have been optimal. Is that better, mister?
Yes.
What word did you use? I'm curious.
AKA
I missed it.
moist?
Moist.
Such a naughty word. It makes everything.
Moisture, is that better?
It's a little better, it's still bad.
Wet?
Oh,
Right.
no. I have a terrible mental image in my head, and it's getting put up. I gotta remember how to do this now.
I remember exactly what you're talking about, too.
God.
The question is
Does
it
it make you
actually
moist,
wet?
Will?
Huh?
Does it make you moist?
Is water wet? I don't
hate
know.
it. I'm sorry, everyone. In a second, I'm so sorry. I'm not really, but oh God.
Oh, I think it took my PC's background images and put it in there already. That's super cool. Sorry, that was mainly to Foxy because Foxy's the only one who could follow that. I just got my
Oh, shit.
That is why that word is off limits.
That meme is terrifying. I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. That poor woman.
Sarah and Marcy
Ugh.
in a tree.
But yeah, no, Foxy, I think it was because my Windows on my actual PC uses the same Microsoft account, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's why my laptop had the background already.
Cheryl, you still?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, are you saying that what you said was to Sarah?
Yeah, to
Okay,
Sarah.
gotcha.
Since sorry.
It just seemed like a general out there.
I was actually curious if that was a general out there.
Everybody kind of voiced their thoughts except for Sarah. That's just it.
Yeah, that's because Sarah technically wasn't there.
Oh, I figured she was sitting there, like listening, but
I'm gonna play it as she was in the other room because I was not paying attention the entire time. I took my test and got it done and did
Oh.
terribly. So
Ooh.
oh no!
there was 10 questions and I got 4 wrong.
Oh,
Ouch!
do you want me to type up like real quick what we learned?
I kind of asked Foxy.
Okay.
I'm kind of caught up in what was going on, but yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just playing it as I was in the other room still.
You came in, I was like, oh, sweet, we got food.
I know, right? Marshmallows? What? I actually came back and was listening when she did the whole transformation thing, because I was like,
Okay.
I was
That's
like,
pretty cool.
I jumped over to Foxy. I was like, what the fuck is going on, huh?
That
I
was like
just heard
perfect
someone
timing.
change. So I kind of caught bits and pieces. I heard something about they get other were people to come here or something like that.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just dicking off for the rest of the evening.
Pretty much.
Because I can't jump forward because I don't know what Minx is doing, unfortunately.
I know, that's why just like waiting. Not against like maybe having like some people kind of scout out the area, but like do pairs or something. I think that would be very reasonable rather than Minx just wandering off on her own.
Totally down for that because she is ready to wander.
Should the two short people go together? I mean, sorry,
No.
that's kind of mean, but
I can't see it.
Ori would be
how about
like
Almer will watch
appetizer.
He's gonna hold my hand.
It's like Almer and his two kids.
Oh my god, really?
I am offended.
He's totally got like the paired face. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This was not meant to be. Holy shit.
That's for cry.
Whoa.
13. It's pretty close. I don't know. I have had 3 drinks. I guess that would hit.
Okay, let's try this again.
So is she just like clattering in the kitchen, like
Yeah,
Oh
basically.
my god.
clatter, trying to sneak out the window, even though the door is open right next door.
Alright guys, I put all the dishes away. I'm gonna...
Was that a window shattering? I think she jumped out the window.
I guess the real
Okay.
question is, does anybody hear her?
I'm sure everybody would, but would
Everyone
anybody...
rolls in that one.
Passively
Exactly.
past the fucking
I
town
double
probably
that
did that.
once, everybody would hear.
A werewolf like hears her and comes over and is like, "Are you okay?"
Oh.
Okay. So, are we going out? Or am I going out?
If we go out, Sarah says that she'll go with Marsh.
Okay.
Well, I guess that means I'm going out with Minx.
That is only if Marsh wants to go out. 'Cause
He's not opposed to going out. It's not comfortable with like the midgets going by themselves though.
Almera's gonna go.
do we want to just like
Short brigade.
follow behind them then?
Way far back? Where we can
I mean-
help you?
I mean, that's basically all I'm good for. I'm here as security.
Well, I think all of
How-
us going around town together.
No, how big is the town? It's a pretty decent sized town, you said, right?
It's a decent sized town, but meta, I don't have the full map made.
That's
Because
fine.
I wasn't sure how this size map will work out for everybody.
it would make sense for at least two. Must have split up into two groups. That's kind of where I was getting with this.
Yeah, that's
Rather than ambling around like it is a big group. But yeah, no, ain't gonna see nothing there.
nope. I'm
Are there
totally
like
down.
street lights and stuff in the town?
There are occasionally like a lamp every now and then. It's not a whole lot of streetlights, streetlights out. So
Okay.
like maybe every 20 feet you might have. That's too close because it's still within. Maybe
Yeah.
every 30 feet you'll have a streetlight.
Okay. Alright. That's
Did-
cool.
Did we determine whether or not there was a bar?
Yeah, there is.
It's in
Okay.
the
Is that
inn.
many?
It's in the inn.
Oh, in the inn. Okay.
So,
Almer has the kiddos.
yes, Almer has the kiddos.
Almer has the kiddos. Do the kiddos know that Almer has them?
No.
Now, does Minx know that Elmer has them?
They probably don't know that Almer has them.
Holy crap! Elmer, poof. He's a magician.
Ninja vanished.
Sneak out the window with Minx. Minx, I'm sneaking out the window with you.
Like you hear from the shadows, like, did y'all just break that fucking window? God damn.
That sounded like Elmer.
Sorry, guys.
Can Sarah see in the dark or no?
Hold on.
I don't remember.
I believe so, but one second.
I wouldn't be surprised if she could. That's why I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes, I can.
Okay.
I
So
don't
Mark should grab his night vision goggles on.
I thought Sarah was human.
No, she's
No.
Asmarian?
Yeah, I'm in Asimar.
Azamar. There you go. But she hasn't announced that. She looks fairly human.
Oh.
Other
Yeah.
than her skin
I
color
just-
and her eye color.
Yep, basically.
Her skin color is like a purplish hue, and she has violet
Wow.
eyes.
Yep.
It's a really cool image. I like it a lot.
She's a celestial being.
That's
Well, half celestial, I guess. According to D&D.
So,
I doodled.
do you...
On
Oh,
where?
She doodled?
That just sounds so strange.
Oh,
So, Minx, do you have a plan of attack?
Oh, okay. Yeah, just grab a flashlight and walk around town. Kind of keep the light pointed somewhat towards the ground.
away from eyes.
And-
Try not to look like a squeaky toy.
Okay, alright.
And if anything glints at, we check it out. And we make note of, like, any particularly interesting houses or areas. I just want to go check out the town. Go see what we can see in the dark.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely can't see.
And maybe play a game of flashlight tag. Who knows?
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I know. Alright. It's pretty big. We should stay to like this area, and then
I would say stay within the town, honestly. Like, not to go wandering off
Yeah.
into the woods, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, if there's something interesting in the woods, we gotta check it out. But
There are 2 doors to this house. One where Minx is standing, the other is where y'all came in at. Which way y'all going out?
no shit, there's a door right behind me. I'll go out the door right behind me.
Alright. You exit the door behind you, and you find yourself outside in a small clearing in between 2 buildings. Well, 3 buildings, technically.
Ori, you got a flashlight?
Yeah? Do you?
No, I got a torch. Last lights weren't very useful out in the desert, and I just kind of haven't bought anything new. So you're in charge of the light.
Oh, Mary, you're coming with us?
He's ninja following you. No.
Like, right now, he's basically, like, standing on the stoop as a grandma, waving by. It was like, y'all take care now.
So, I'll be right back.
We will? Bye?
Bye, Dad.
Won't be long. Maybe, hopefully. So we're just doing a patrol, right?
I was just looking around to see what we can find. I mean, we've never been here before. Aren't you curious what it looks like?
Okay. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go off this direction? Do you want to go off that direction? Do you want to make a banana shape?
Let's go this way.
Okay, let's go that way.
So let's go this way.
Do it to it.
Hold on.
ODM, we wish to go this way!
Alright. As you leave the back of the house, the sounds of the outside world become more apparent now that you're out in the open. You hear crickets. Well, no, you don't hear crickets because it's fucking winter. You hear silence. Like, it's a calm silence. It's not a disturbed silence. In the distance, you hear what appears to be the sound of running water. You hear wind blowing through, like, the pine trees.
Werewolves howling in the distance.
You know, the usual things you hear in the middle of the woods. And you approach this
Totally.
building, and you shine your light, and you're just looking at it. That's not the reveal tool. That's the reveal tool. You shine your light, and you're looking at it, and the path doesn't go very far beyond a single door. But you see a little ways off behind said building that there does appear to be a running stream, river, you're not really sure.
Okay. Should we go investigate the water and make sure there's no, bodies? Or he says this very quietly. Do we see any bodies?
Or is it investigate to like
Perception.
look for stuff?
If you're doing it in detail, like I'm taking more than a couple seconds glance, it's investigation.
Oh.
I'm looking to see if there's like anything that glints in the light from the fight.
If you're looking over at the river, you see things glinting a lot.
Is it the water itself?
Yes, the water itself.
I didn't know you would say that.
You see a little fish swim by. Scales catch the light.
Oh, damn.
So pretty.
Run, little fish, run. There are tigers about.
Okay, what's behind us? A building?
Spooky ghost. I'm sorry.
Here's a building.
Can't make like blah blah blah. Done.
You are correct that is a building. It is the back of a building.
Is there somewhere to like follow the riverbed through this way?
Ori moving his light around. Does see that there's a little bit of bank, but it's kind of steep and rocky.
Are these just normal trees? Are they bushes?
Don't eat the berries.
They're normal trees. Like, they're small, like, conifers, so small fucking pine trees.
Okay.
Follow by the river?
Hmm?
I was talking to Ori.
What did you say?
Follow by the river?
Sure.
Do you want to follow the river?
Yes, yes, yes. Let us follow the river.
Run if you hear banjos.
Yeah, be careful. Watch your step. Please.
Did you just say run if you hear banjos?
Yes.
If y'all are going that path, I need acrobatics from you.
It's either that or watch out for the river monsters, right? So you don't walk by rivers at night. The kappa are gonna get you.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
They both drown.
Alright, I need reflex saving throws, dex saving throws from each one of you. I'm sorry for them two of you. That's on the, yep.
Of course, that.
Okay. For both Minx and Ori, Ori, the block right next to where you currently are, and same thing for you, Minx. As you're walking through this section, you step through, and Minx, you're moving kind of fast, and Ori's not that far behind you, being the light. And the ground under you, the dirt kind of crumbles on you. And
Hey, did you go? Jesus Christ. Sorry.
you're good. The dirt crumbles under you, and it actually shifts down into the river. But both of you are fast enough to, like, jump to the next square over and not fall into the river.
Do you think they fell in the river and drifted away? Ori?
What? Huh?
You think they fell in the river and drifted away?
I can't hardly understand anybody. I'm sorry.
Do you think that they fell into the river and drifted away?
Maybe? I mean, how strong is the current?
It's strong enough that it hasn't frozen over.
Mm.
Do we get any more light over here? Oh, look, it's a little stream.
Is he just staring at you, Heather?
Yeah.
He's probably hoping you'll feed him because you feel guilty
There we
for some
go.
reason.
Yeah, he probably does. Bad.
Anything catching the...
And I have a cat behind my back, in between me and the chair.
Nothing seems to be catching light. It just seems to be slightly frozen grass and trees.
Is this a cliff face?
It's a rocky ledge leading down to the water.
I'll race you to this tree.
You gonna race me to that tree?
I'll race you to the tree.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Will, what do we have to roll?
Nothing, I guess.
Oh, well then how do we know who wins, like, going to the tree?
Do... Roll initiative.
Ah! I win.
Roll initiative. Let's see who actually beat it.
Oh. I have to figure out where initiative is. Okay. There. Fuck!
You rolled a 23.
I rolled a nat
I
20.
think you have officially whooped my ass.
Yeah. It's like as
I'm
soon as
serious.
it's like as soon as you say race you to that tree, and Ori figures out what tree, like
He's there.
you're talking about, he's basically there already.
This is what I do, man.
And just to make sure that that is what you
I'm running,
do,
I fall flat on my...
what is your movement, Minx? 25.
Yeah.
Do you have cunning action as rogue or no?
Do I have what?
Do you have cunning action as a rogue?
I do not think so. Oh, I do.
So, both of you are extremely fast, but just Ori is faster on the uptake. You get the sense that Ori probably dashed
One,
over
two,
there.
Ori. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Is there something else I can race to?
What?
So is there something else that we can race to?
Hold on, I gotta reveal areas.
Just gotta give the DM time to catch. She thinks she's being slit phone as she came down the stairs. But she's not being slick because I already know she's using her cell phone after it's bedtime. I know. I know. I know, but you still got school in the morning. We raced this tree.
You're gonna race me to that tree?
Yeah, let's race this tree.
How deep is this water here?
You're not sure, but it looks pretty good depth.
We can jump it. It's only 10 feet.
Famous last words.
Only 10 feet. It's like 3 times tall, deeper than you are tall. How has she survived so long?
I'm not sure.
Peyton.
I'm not gonna jump it.
I'm totally gonna jump it.
Really think that's a good idea?
Is that athletics or acrobatics?
That one's gonna be athletics. And explain to me how you're doing this.
Oh, man.
Before you roll it, explain to me how you're doing this.
No, you can't, because I gotta get up at 6 o'clock and go to work. I'm full force running.
Okay, where are you running
And
from?
then
Like, use the ruler tool, like the pointer ruler tool, and show me where you start and where you jump.
running from there down to here, then cornering over here. I'm gonna jump from there to here.
Can I stop her from trying to jump across?
So you're coming from here to here, and then
Yep.
turning and jumping over.
Yep. And so, athletics.
Hold on.
Because I would totally argue that it could be parkour from acrobatics.
No, this one is definitely athletics. You are going to be able to try and do a reflex save to stop her Ori after she starts. But go ahead and roll me a athletics.
Her?
Yeah.
Reflex, and by reflex you mean dexterity?
Yes. Because Pathfinder's kicking in.
Ori.
Do you have no self-preservation, woman? Just stop!
Nope.
So, to watch this all play out, Minx backs up to the tree, and she starts to run, and looking at the path that she's running towards, it looks like she's going to run and jump straight into the river itself, the dead center of the river. Like, starting here and just ending over here. As you're building up your speed to try and make your jump, Ori jumps in front of you and kind of grabs you and pulls you back towards the bank over this way and throws your momentum so that you're coming back over towards these buildings. Yeah, so Ori has prevented you from jumping
Dying.
over the river and, like, basically jumping at all. Like, right as you're about to jump, he grabs you and shifts your momentum.
You seriously have a death
My
wish?
feet are off the ground and he just...
Seriously?
What? I could totally do that.
No! No, you could not.
What? It's just water. It's not gonna kill you.
It's very deep water.
Oh, more reason why I'd be okay.
Let's not have to explain why you're soaking wet, please.
I have prestidigitation.
Or he starts to get up and walk off.
What
Down,
the
following.
fuck are you two doing?
Oh, fuck.
Going for a swim.
That being
What
said, we're gonna transition back to Marsh and Sarah.
Did Alamira like just walk around the corner and see him? Is that what happened?
Basically, okay. Marsh and Sarah, what's going on?
We're gonna lead him out the front.
Okay.
Okay. Over the explanation, Shanta had mentioned about a particular part of the village that more victims have been taken from than others, or the rats and the boar people. Like, where's our? She didn't give an explanation of where exactly this is, right? Other than that it's like on the outskirts of the town.
That's pretty much all she said, yeah.
Okay. Are there people outside? We can maybe ask directions.
It's currently 8. Trying to remember what time it would be for y'all right now. Like, how long after they left did y'all sit and talk for? Or was this talking going on while Marshmallows
While we were walking, probably.
Okay.
Because, like, part of this conversation is probably over them doing marshmallows, actually. At least that's what I imagine.
Okay, so part of it's over Marshmallows, and then the rest of it's probably out while walking.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably about 8:45 by now. So... It's pretty dead. You see one person who looks like they're coming out from where the bar is, like coming from over at the parking lot area. And they're headed back in towards town.
Is the inn still open? Or is it closing up?
It still has lights lit, so it still appears that at least someone is awake inside.
Okay. I want to go there then. I'm going to ask for directions there.
Okay.
Where are we going? The bar?
In the bar, it's the inn.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to just stay focused.
Got it. You told me to leave. That's just it. I was just like, well, interject if you want to at any time, Cry.
No, that makes sense.
So was that going up?
You may pull y'all to the bar.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, which way to the bar, master?
So you head down towards the vehicles, and boop.
Ooh, that was really far. Shit.
You step in, and there are a few patrons just sitting around, milling around. And at the back of the room, you see a dwarven woman tending the bar.
Okay. I'm assuming that's the lady in pink, right?
Yes. As you approach,
Sorry.
this dwarven woman standing before you, looks up from the mug she's putting away, and in a slightly deeper voice than you were expecting, she says, hi, haven't seen you around. Can I get you anything?
No, we're not here to drink. Actually, I have a quick question.
I'm here to drink and you want a question? Nah, what do you need?
What?
do you need? She said, not here to drink and you want to ask me something?
I
says,
kind of lean in close to Marsh and go, we might just want to buy a drink just to be nice to them. You know, coin kind of gives people to talk.
How quietly are you saying this?
I would be whispering like literally in Marsh's ear. So the bartender can roll a perception if they want.
That's what I was just trying to figure out, how quietly you were saying this.
I like all the little icons.
Hmm?
I said I like all the little icons. They're cute. Like, they look really cute on the map. Like, I know I made them, but they still look really cute on the map.
I guess give me a stealth just to see what I get. Against
Yeah, might as well. Pretty sure you've won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really showing any tact at basically not listening to your conversation. She's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was just
Okay.
toying with you. No drinks necessary. What do you need?
Okay. Marsh would just quick elaborate, saying that we're here to hopefully figure out about the disappearances. We were hoping to scout the area a little bit. Speaking with the mayor Shanta, she had mentioned that an area was more prone for disappearances, and we're just wondering where this area is. And he'd just elaborate upon what she told him.
Yeah, well, they say that more boars and rats are being taken than anybody else. Well,
She mentioned that they tend to be at a certain, stay together at a certain part of town. That was really where we were looking to scout out a little bit.
yeah, the rat folk, they don't like being in the center of town. They tend to be more. I don't want to tell you the wrong direction because I gotta build this later. Give me a second.
give me that crap. Go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, the rats and the boars, they tend to, I guess, group up more over to the east side of the city.
Okay.
They're
So
out across the river.
I see. So the river segregates their territory from the main town here.
Segregate's a kind of strong word. It's a natural landmark. Everyone's welcome everywhere. It's just they like being over there more. Say something about less rules, less eyes on them.
I see. Is there a path that leads over there? Maybe a bridge that leads over the river?
Yeah, there is a bridge that leads over to that side. If you go out the front here and you go to the main road close to the mayor's house, because I think that's where y'all stand.
Yes.
I haven't seen y'all in here yet, so I'm assuming that's where you're staying. If you go out to the mayor's house, towards the mayor's house, there's a main road going through the center of the city. If you follow that road, you will get to the bridge.
You cut out for me, Will. I don't know. if
Yeah, you cut out. You cut out also.
Where
The very end.
The main road.
at? When you follow that main road, you will eventually get to the bridge. It doesn't matter which path you take; they both get to the bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get to the bridge. Okay.
Excuse me. But did you have any more questions for me? Or?
Well, in reference to the town, does the river separate other parts of the town too?
The river kind of cuts through the middle of it.
Okay.
Got a small lake not far from the back of the building. And, she points back over this way. It's a small lake over there. Use it for fishing, farming, that kind of thing. But, got a piece of the water that's just cutting the town kind of in half.
Okay.
Most of the people
Alright.
that live on the other side, it's not really congregated like it is over here. It's more sporadic housing. Giving people their space over there.
Marsha, Glath, and Sarah, does she have anything else to question or add?
Sorry, what?
Does Sarah have anything to add, or no?
Nope.
Okay. Marsha, just say okay. Thanks. That helps a lot. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon again. Come in for a drink.
Be sure to come back.
What's her name? He'd introduce himself. So.
Her name is Arton. I'll type it out for
Please.
you.
Thank you. You know it's coming, so yeah.
Nasty. Nasty.
Okay. As they're leaving, Marsha's totally going to ask Sarah, "What type of question did you think I was going to ask her?"
Before Marsh does that, when Marsh walks away, Sarah will step up to the bar and ask the bartender, do they have open drink rule? Can you walk and drink? Is that not allowed?
as far as I'm concerned, as long as you can hold your liquor, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay. Then in that case, I will ask for one of those pink drinks. This is while Marsh is walking away.
Pink.
I don't remember what it's called. I know it makes the eyes like glow or something like that.
Yes, that's awesome. Is Sun's Glory?
Oh god,
It's
I don't
pink?
know how to make this.
I thought it's a cider.
I know what
I
you're
don't know,
talking
Mark.
about, but I don't remember it per se.
Yeah,
for
my-
Yeah.
But it's the one Marsh always gets.
Yeah, the Sun's Glory.
Sarah remembered it from the last time we drank. She's gonna
Uh-huh.
get Marsh a drink.
Wow. I made a list of like my favorite drinks from that list, though. Well, so many. I'm gonna whip them out periodically. I have plans.
You just gonna whip it out, huh?
Yes, I am. No.
Not me.
Goodness, what has Will done to you, Heather? Got your mind being all dirty.
Who said it?
I don't think that was Will.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So who corrupted who?
They might have been the other way around.
I really don't think that's the case.
We corrupted each other?
That sounds about right.
There we go.
Yeah. Ryan always claims that he's innocent too, and I don't believe it for a second.
So the bartender does know what, if it is the Sun's Glory is.
Mhm.
And when she starts to mix it, like, her hand is a little bit heavy. So it doesn't look as presentable as it was back at the Gilded Cutlass, but it still has the same effect.
Well, hopefully Marsh will like it. And I will ask her for the hardest liquor they have. A glass, not a shot.
And she looks at you, she's like, define hardest liquor. My hardest liquor or your hardest liquor?
What is the hardest liquor you have here?
The hardest liquor I have here is my private stock. If you're willing to actually drink it, I'll sell you
How
some.
much are we talking?
How much are we talking paying, or how much are we talking...
Yes,
Drink.
exactly. How much are we talking about? How much? Talking money here.
Yeah, I'm sure by this point Moore should notice that Sarah's not following and come back. Just saying.
Out of her private reserve, this is gonna be, like, a 3 silver drink. Like, this shit is not cheap.
Alright. So yeah, I'll pay for my drink and Marcia's drink.
Alright, total comes out to, like, 3 silver and, like, 5 copper or so.
Alright, I hand that over. Or well, technically it goes to the card, but you know.
But, she hands you the drinks, and you see her grab, like, a regular glass when she's making Marcia's drink. And when she, like, puts Marcia's drink on the counter, and then she walks into the back room to get something out of the back area, when she comes out, she reaches down and she picks up a metal goblet from behind the counter. And she pours this, like, it looks jet black drink into this
Does it
goblet.
smell like terrible? I can just imagine it's like tarish.
It doesn't smell tarish. It's still liquid, but it's extremely dark. And you can smell just the alcohol wafting from this. Like, as soon as she uncorks the bottle that it's in, like, the entire room seems like it's filled with the smell of alcohol. Like, more so than it already was. And she pours this goblet and she pushes it over to you, and she leans on the counter, just like, drink up, with a giant grin on her face.
Um, does the goblet look like special in any way?
It's probably just has to be metal so it doesn't melt it.
Right. I figure that it's a really strong liquid, but I'm just like figuring for returning. Because if it looks like it's kind of like something sentimental or nice, I'll come back and return it.
It's not that. It's nothing like that. It's not like a bright shiny one. It's definitely a reused goblet.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll pick it up and Marsh's drink, and I guess as I turn, Marsh is like right there, like, here you go.
Thanks.
Something for us to drink while we're walking.
Drinking on patrol? How dare.
I know, that's kind of what Marsh is thinking. It's just like, wow. It's like, so you can really hold your alcohol well then, Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
I am really curious. Oh, I lied pretty well. Yeah, I
Yes.
can hold my liquor really well.
So, be on our way then?
Yeah, you take the lead. And I'll follow Marsh wherever Marsh is going.
Insight to, like, gauge why Sarah's doing this. Because he totally thought that Sarah didn't like him.
I think that one was left up to the DM.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me. So say something to me, crying out. You send it through Discord. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
No, Discord doesn't say anything to me, so
Yep.
I heard you hit enter, and I was like, nothing popped up.
There was like a long pause of like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm more used to hitting Discord than Roll20 messages.
Mm-hmm. It takes so much more time with Roll20 because you got to type all those extra,
Yeah, you have to like tell
Symbols and
who the
stuff.
whisper is going to, and
you have to like select it, and yeah.
that's why when I'm DMing, I try to have Discord open as well.
It doesn't always alert you though. That's the pity.
My issue is
Yeah,
I'm in stream
exactly.
mode, so it doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's like you just see numbers popping up. It's like there are other messages. Fuck.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I know when I used to stream it.
I need to look at something. Actually, no, I don't. You're not quite sure why. She is like buying you drinks. Like, it could just be a friendly gesture, but you're not sure.
Alrighty.
Cry, does Sarah take any drinks while she's in the tavern?
There's, she would take one swig of it as she's leaving, just to kind of like show the bartender that she's drinking it.
That she can do it.
Con save, please.
Yes.
Um,
I figured.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
she's got this.
Oh
she's
my
got
god.
this. Woo! Woo!
Okay.
Oh man, that would be.
Oh god, you son of a bitch. Okay.
That would be too much meta playing, but I'd be like, "Hey, Marsh, take a drink."
So, you apparently have an iron stomach right now. Maybe it's the marshmallows, like, just absorbing
Soaking it
some of
up.
it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that being said, you still put this drink up to your face, and you feel like if you did have any kind of facial hair, it will probably be singeing. How strong this drink is right now. And you put it to your lips and you take that first swig, and it just hits you. It's a strong drink. It doesn't seem like it's anything other than alcohol in it. And there's barely any taste. It's just burn.
Your liver's shutting down. You can feel it.
But you
I
managed
will.
to hold it down. And yeah.
As Sarah is not a drinker, I will roll a deception to try and not I'll try and staunch of like a vomiting kind of effect that you would have, like a kind of like. Hey.
You do a pretty good job.
Because she does not drink.
Oh, you got lucky.
you got so lucky.
Got really lucky.
Oh my god. I'm gonna jump back to the other guys for a second.
Cheryl's not here anymore.
Ah, shit.
Say her internet kept crashing, so she left. Plus, she said she'd wake up in 7 hours.
Yeah, sounds
Oh
about
yeah,
right.
yeah. She was saying she had to get up at like 6 a.m.
Sounds right. I don't want to speed that. You can get her caught up next time, Ori, okay?
Okay.
Jumping back over to you two, this is roughly the time that Marsh and Sarah are leaving the bar itself. Almer walks around the corner and is like, "What the fuck are you two doing?" Seeing that you had to physically grab Minx from, like, trying to jump over the river.
She said that
Are
last
we
time.
in a compromising position?
You're both standing.
Yeah,
Okay.
one has a waster. No, I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure if like I was on top of her or what.
Nah, you were able to maneuver her around in a way that it worked out. Like, you're standing and she shifted. Like, if she was still around, I'll have her see if she fell over, but actually, no,
Gotcha.
she rolled a shit roll. So she probably did tumble, now I'm thinking about it. She fell over. So, like, it basically looks like you slammed her to the ground. You're just standing there like,
Nice.
Well, I would say this little shit was trying to jump over the river. And I'm not talking about me.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that what the kids call it these days?
If you could see my face right now. I gave
I don't
the
think I
screen
want to.
like the dirtiest glare ever.
The poor screen.
It could rival Killer's glare.
Oh shit,
Oh my.
Like,
that's pretty impressive.
I'm scared.
good. Yeah. Nothing to see here, boss. This, smarty pants over here tried to jump over the river.
Yeah, don't try to push the blame on you or all on her. Cause I don't think that that little stunt of race you to the tree went unnoticed.
Does he swing that way? Sorry, continue.
But while he's saying this, his voice is like more elevated than it probably should be. Ori, roll me a perception.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll one for her.
Also, yes, cry.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nobody asked.
I mean, I just figured,
Figured what, cry?
there's a lot of backroom stuff going on with you and Almair. Just saying.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know?
I figured you only batted for one side.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that too, but Marsh ain't gonna ask that. Goodness.
Yeah, no, neither is Sarah.
Meta knowledge, yes. Or, well, no. I bat for both teams. I play on both sides of the fence? I don't fucking know!
Yeah, you said them all right.
Yeah. That.
Okay. So as Almair is attempting to apparently get into a rant and
Oh, God.
tear the two of you a new one, Mink's laying on the ground, like, continuously interrupts him. He's like, hey, shut up! Like, trying to get his attention. And eventually Almair turns on him and is like, what? He's like, there's something near us. And at that, Almair pauses and looks around. It's like, the hell? Looks around again. It's like, I'm not hearing anything. What do you hear? Like, calming down and getting more into serious business mode instead of, like, drill sergeant mode. And Minx says that she heard something from over this way. And I am not on camera. Fuck.
Oh, is that why she tried to jump?
That's a big no. That is not why she tried to jump. She tried to jump to Sarah. But she's saying that she's hearing something from over this way. And Ori, you turn your light on the direction that she's talking about.
Yeah.
And in front of this building, there's a large bush. And at this large bush, when you turn your light on it, you see two glowing orbs, like, pointed your way.
Hmm.
And that is where we're going to jump into initiative. So that is where we're going to end it.
You're gonna do the initiative cut? Jeez.
Got to,
I
man.
know. What a cliffhanger. Goodness.
No, it's a good one.
If I wasn't
Mhm.
going to
Good classic. Oh yeah, you do have work in the morning, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get some sleep.
Hey, I don't know about all that.
You know,
We're into it.
One nice thing about drinking, makes you sleepy. I may actually get some decent sleep tonight.
You have a hard time sleeping in general, Cry?
Oh yeah.
That's a bummer.
I've lived with it all my life, so I'm used to it.
Ryan's much the same way, and it's just like, I think I would die. Just saying.
There's some times where I wake up in the morning, like right now my parents are gone, so I'm watching my sister. So I have to get up like at 6:30, 6:40 in the morning to wake her up. I'm like, this is killing me.
I'm sure. Jesus.
Feels.
As I like stay awake until like 1 or 2 a.m. Like, I've got 4 hours of sleep.
Oh god, Henry's still on turn order.
What? Not showing up on my end.
Henry's still on turn order.
He's
Really?
not really. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
it doesn't
see
show
him.
on anyone else. That's funny.
That's weird.
He's haunting us.
Like, y'all have nothing on the turn order?
Yeah,
No,
no, we've
it's-
got. I have Minx and
Ori.
Same.
Yeah, I can see those two.
Huh. Weird. Okay.
I feel you on the, and now I have nothing, on the sleep problems, but I take sleep aid.
Yeah, I used to for quite a while.
Mine's
But
prescription, so it's probably a little bit stronger.
that's a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely a good thing. I was taking Unisom for a while,
I got
and yeah, and then I ran out, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try and just live without it. Yeah, I've been thinking about going back to it.
Yeah.
Especially with like going to school again.
I mean, the school part isn't bad because it's online, so I can do it whenever I want.
It's still the stress of having to do it and the tests and stuff. Like it gets to you and it weighs on you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that definitely is kind of difficult right now. My postponing game is... Like, right now I'm supposed to... So last week I was supposed to design this game idea, right? So we're supposed to come up with a strategy card game. I thought about it for a while. Everything, all the like big assignments are due by Sunday night. Yeah, I got it done with 15 minutes to spare.
Sounds about right.
And I only started working on the actual game design document for it that I'm supposed to turn in like 2 hours before it was due.
My goodness.
you.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I totally understand what you mean by that.
Is it like, do you procrastinate or?
Oh yeah, I've always been
Okay.
a procrastinator. It's just I'm trying to learn to change that and actually get ahead and get things done.
Mhm.
It's just having to actually apply that now.
Yeah, it's hard. Good luck. Just to break that habit because it's so easy to be like, oh, we'll do it later.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, after that, like this week, we're supposed to be actually creating the game itself and then doing testing. And I haven't done any of that yet. Tomorrow I'm gonna actually like really focus on it, try and get it done. The problem is that Saturday and Sunday, I work like almost all day, and so I have to get everything done before the weekend. Otherwise, I only have like that 2 or 3 hours on Sunday before it's due.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So like Friday is my last day that I can get something done, especially with no game. If game, then it's even harder. So trying to figure it out, trying to get ahead. That way I can get back to gaming.
Do what you gotta do.
Time management and stuff like that. It's
Time
hard to-
management's a bitch.
Yeah, it is a bitch. Hi.
Yep, all a new learning curve. All good fun.
Yeah.
No, I gotta get back to DMing though. We gotta learn Pathfinder 2.0. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
still
stuff
need
I've
to
seen
read
is
the manual.
awesome. Oh man, Will, you gotta read the rogue stuff. Oh my god.
Don't tease me.
Oh right, you were gonna play something else. Never mind.
I'm trying to step away from it. I'm trying.
Yep. Honestly, just any of the 2.0 stuff is just awesome. So it makes a lot more sense than the 1.0.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm gonna jump out. I'm pretty tired, actually, tonight.
I'm not far behind you.
Good night, guys. I had fun.
Okay.
Good
Have a
night.
good day, Foxy. I should probably jump out and eat some food.
That would be good.
Get ready for bed.
All right. Have a good night.
Great, good night.
Good night.
Such a cliffhanger.
I had to do it right at least once.
I know. I'm just all like, huh.